Hi guys, welcome back to Gadgets123. Thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for the support. All right, this is a Samsung T310 tablet. I'm gonna link that in the description. If you have this specific model, then I'll kind of show you how this replacement works. We're gonna go a little bit fast. Again, there's other videos that will go detail by detail. I just want to show you what you need to do in order to replace this in a quick video here. So all you need is a Phillips head, a flat head, and a guitar pick, and of course the actual replacement port, which is this one right here. Okay, so again, it doesn't charge. They pulled the cable and it broke the actual charging port. So again, first thing you're gonna do is, I'll show you real quick here. Don't take the actual top of the actual back, and the reason is this. In fact, let me show you real quick, and I'm just gonna do it so I kind of give you an idea why you shouldn't take this part out. All right, okay, so the reason is this. So you can see it has this actual plastic piece. Now if you notice right here is where the charging port is, right? In fact, let me kind of show you real quick how this thing looks. See, it's right here, but you have the plastic part covering it. So if you take the top part, then this part is going to be without any support from the actual back, and then when you start putting it, you might be breaking it on the sides when you start kind of pulling it out. So I do recommend you literally just leaving it here as so, as you can see. And then what we're gonna do is literally get the guitar pick. Now it's a thin one. If you have the thicker one, try to get that really thin one. Those are better, especially with these kind of models. And all you have to do is just pretty much get into the groove of the actual tablet and start basically pulling it out. As you could see here, just put some effort into it, and then once you do it all around, just get this thing around. Once you do it all around, you're gonna hear the clicks come out. And then once you do it, like I already did this part, this part is still stuck. So what I'll do is I'll just grab it and slowly pull it out. There you go. So it came out. So you see, it literally took out the actual plastic part as well. So this back came out with the plastic, which is what you need. Now the actual port is free for you to change without any problems. Now again, very simple. Once you take that piece out, if you've never done this before, you know, if you want to give it a shot, this is one of the simpler devices to change the port from compared to the other ones. You get your Phillips, and all you do is just take this thing out. Kind of zoom in there for you guys to see. Right. So you take this little piece out. There's two screws. This one is missing another screw, so it happens. Maybe they got this used and the screw is missing. We'll try to see if we could have a replacement screw for them to put it on. So this is a screw, and you take this little piece out, which is the actual cover to protect the port. You unplug it from this little connection, and it just comes out, and you put the new one. That's basically it. That's all you have to do in regards to replacing the actual port. So we're going to go ahead and put the new one in the actual groove right here. Make sure it connects. It's solid. Of course, don't forget to put the other piece, which is this one. Now it has, in fact, let me kind of show you real quick. It has these little grooves. So make sure you just put it in one side and then just push it down, which is what I'm going to do right now. There you go. Perfect, solid. We'll get the little screw again, and we'll just put it back in. That's it. Now we're going to look for another screw so we could replace that part. I found this little replacement screw from one of the Samsung phones I had. Basically they're the same ones, and voila, there you go. So you replace the part. You take this piece out, you take the damaged charging port, which goes right here, unplug it, and then you put the new one and you put the brackets. Once you do that, then you go ahead and put the actual cover back, and that's basically it. Make sure you secure it tightly. You hear the little clips there, and that's pretty much it. Once you do that, then you go ahead and plug it in and make sure it's completely charged. Now what I usually do is, because some pieces don't go in, as you could see, this part's still sticking up. I don't know if you guys could see it. See how this part is kind of sticking up in this sense. If I press it here, sometimes you might crack it. So you got to be careful when you start doing that. What I like to do is this. In fact, let me show you a little trick I have. I actually put the tablet flat. Let me just zoom out. I like to put the tablet flat in a specific location. Now again, it has to be flat. You can't have it on a bed or anything like that. And then, in fact, let me kind of take this out for you. Let me take it out. Show you a little trick I have. Because at the beginning, what used to happen, I used to crack them. Because I put, let's say, this part, and then this part was sticking out, and then this part was okay. And I used to push it, and I used to crack the screen. And it's really frustrating, because then you got to get a screen replaced, even though they don't go for that much money. You definitely have to get it replaced, just because then you cracked it. So you don't want to do that. But let me kind of show you what I mean. Okay. So, and I do this with a lot of the different tablets I have that I have to repair, especially I have to put it back, especially the Samsung ones, because those are the ones that usually have this problem. All right, so once you make sure everything's secure, as you could see, everything's secure. There's nothing sticking out, right? Here's the actual back. Now you align it the way it's supposed to be. The camera's here, the camera port is right here. So this is the way it's supposed to be. So you could see the camera's here, the port is there. So what I like to do is this. I like to make sure it's in the right place, completely aligned, right? And then with my palms right here, with these palms of your hands, you just push them at the same time. And then push the middle, push the side. And that way you put ample pressure on the screen from both of your hands. Now you don't have to really push it to the point that you're gonna break it, but at the same time. So if you're gonna push these two corners, then you just push them at the same time. These two corners, push them at the same time, and then in the middle, push it. Now, what happens is then you get an actual seal, and you don't damage or put pressure on the screen. Now, there's some little parts that you might have to fix, which is fine, but the corners are the problems the majority of the time. So, all I do is just fix a little of the pieces that didn't go in perfectly. But that's it. Basically, as you can see, all corners went in without any hitch and any kind of problems. So that's a little trick. Again, if you have one of these things, and if you want to do it, you could literally do it. Sometimes I tell people put maybe a cloth at the bottom. If you're gonna put it face down and not do it this way, put a cloth at the bottom, put the actual screen, a really thin cloth, and then do that. Press it like this side with your palms. You press it at the same time, and then you press this too at the same time, and then right in the middle. Again, don't put too much pressure on it, and after that, then you start kind of making sure every little crack that's still open is closed. And that's basically it. This is one of the easier models to do. Usually it would take you a couple minutes, like you saw me. It took me a little bit longer because I was kind of explaining how the whole process went. But again, very simple, very easy to do tablet. If you have one of these and you're brave enough to actually do it, then go ahead, take your chance with this. Again, with just one part. The only real thing that you have to kind of put a little bit of effort is taking out the screen. But again, hopefully you guys enjoy this little demonstration of how this video, how this replacement for this T310 works. Again, if you have any more problems or any kind of issues with different model tablets or phones, and you want me to kind of put a video on how to do that, then just leave it in the comments, and I'll go about, especially if you have something broken. Maybe I have the same phone, and I'll just kind of guide you on how to go replacing that. The simpler, I'm going to try to do it as simple as possible. That's why the videos take a little bit longer than normally. But I wanted to kind of give you an idea how it works, and if it's something that you want to do it yourself. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching Gadgets 1, 2, 3. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.